Prime Minister of Bangladesh to come on stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Chair, Excellencies, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon to you all. I appreciate this opportunity to join you all for this plenary session. The climate crisis requires us to work on a sustainable and transformed food system. We must identify what needs to be done without further delay. Food security is now related to climate justice. We witness increased temperature, prolonged droughts, massive floods, and variable rainfalls in different parts of the world. In Bangladesh, our coastal lands are experiencing sea level rise and salinity intrusion with adverse effects on rice production. We also see decline in arable land every year due to river erosion, urbanization, industrial growth, and other factors. Immediately after our independence in 1971, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, called for a green revolution. The time has come again for a climate-smart agri-food revolution. We need to apply both nature-positive solutions and advanced technologies to transform the sector. With our hard-earned gains and in agriculture and food production, Bangladesh is uniquely placed to lead the global agenda on this. I am touched that the COP28 President-designate invited me last week to personally champion the issue. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, in Bangladesh, our agricultural scientists and extension officials are working together with our farmers to develop climate-resilient agri-food solutions. Our government has significantly increased the budget and capacity of our agriculture universities and research institutions. A total of 690 improved and high-yielding crop varieties have been developed or introduced in the last 14 years. Among the stress-tolerant rice varieties, there are 14 resistant to salinity, 6 to water submergence, 10 to drought, 4 to cold weather, and 7 of prime quality. Our scientists are working on rice varieties resistant to prolonged waterlogging and drought. For improving nutrition, we have introduced 8 zinc-rich rice varieties along with antioxidant, diabetic, and provitamin varieties. Our government is providing incentives and support for promoting floating agriculture, rooftop agriculture, kitchen gardens, hydroponic and aeroponic agriculture. The traditional floating vegetable production method from the southern part of Bangladesh is now considered one of the best examples of locally led climate adaptation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are maximizing the use of digital technology to support our farmers. Our government has set up around 500 agricultural information and communication centers across the country. Farmers can seek relevant information by calling at a designated phone number. Dedicated websites and community radio are also available to provide agricultural information. Arrangements have been made for online fertilizer recommendations, irrigation services, pesticide prescriptions, crop zoning advisory, rice knowledge bank, and other services. Alongside government apps, services provided by agrotech startups are also gaining popularity at the grassroots younger generations. Around 642 new technologies have been developed and introduced by our experts in the last 14 years. These have helped increase the efficiency of energy, water, fertilizer, seeds, and pesticide use. We stand ready to share our expertise with climate-stressed settings in sub-Saharan Africa and elsewhere. Distinguished guests, the modern agri-food supply chain has emerged as one of the biggest contributors to global greenhouse gas emissions. We should invest in making food production, processing, consumption, and disposal climate neutral. We need sufficient political will and international public opinion for the purpose. Bangladesh has recently joined the Global Methane Pledge. We hope to see the main sponsors of the initiative come up with the financial and technical assistance that they committed. Our government is following the developments around the proposed International Biofuels Alliance by G20. We are encouraging the use of solar power for irrigation even by our smallholder farmers. We need access to cost-effective technologies for precision agriculture, low-emission livestock, and waste management. I invite foreign investment for sustainable deep-sea fishing in our maritime areas in the Bay of Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude by making 5 proposals. First, transforming food systems should be considered a priority for climate financing by developed countries with due attention to climate-adaptive agri-food system. Second, the UN Food System Coordination Hub needs to scale up knowledge management by promoting interdisciplinary collaboration in research and innovations. Third, the private sector needs to be actively engaged in promoting climate-positive solutions to food and fertilizer needs to low and middle-income countries. Fourth, international partnership needs to be strengthened for using effective agri-food technologies in climate hotspots like deltas and coastal zones. And fifth, we need to activate the Coalition for Climate Resilient Food Systems that Bangladesh agreed to co-lead during the UN Food Systems Summit in 2021. I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I welcome now on stage Your Excellency Fiame Naomi Matafa, Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Samoa.